Did you know a 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar could be worth an astonishing $1.5 million? That's right. What looks like a simple coin could hide a fortune in your pocket change. Stick around as we explore the fascinating history, the unique features that make this coin valuable, and how you could strike gold with this piece of American history. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was created to honor his legacy, and Americans quickly fell in love with this commemorative coin. Initially made with 90% silver, the composition shifted to a copper-nickel blend in 1971 due to rising silver prices. But what makes the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar so special? And how could it possibly be worth $1.5 million? Let's dig deeper. The 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar was minted in Denver, as denoted by the D mint mark. While billions were produced, most are only worth their face value of 50 cents. However, a select few possess errors or unique characteristics that skyrocket their value. Coins struck on silver planchets by mistake. These coins, meant for earlier years, were accidentally used in 1971 due to leftover blanks at the mint. Look for doubling in the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." A well-preserved example with doubling can fetch thousands. A coin graded MS 68 or higher is incredibly rare. The higher the grade, the higher the price. In recent years, a near-perfect 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar with a striking error was auctioned for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. This coin's pristine condition, unique minting error, and historical significance captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. If it's silver, you'll see a solid, shiny edge. If it's copper-nickel, the edge will show a copper stripe. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to spot doubling or other abnormalities. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can determine your coin's true condition and value. Beyond its monetary value, the Kennedy half dollar holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. It's a piece of history, a tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents, and a snapshot of a changing economy during the 20th century. Learn about mint marks, errors, and grading scales. Get a good loupe, a coin album, and a red book guide. Join local coin clubs or online communities to learn from fellow enthusiasts. So, there you have it. The 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar could be your ticket to a $1.5 million payday. Check your change, dig through your old collections, and see if you've got a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins. Who knows? Did you know a 1972 Kennedy half dollar could be worth $1.3 million? That's right. What seems like just another coin in your collection might actually be a life-changing treasure. Today, we'll dive into the history of this iconic coin, what makes certain ones so valuable, and how you can spot one of these rare gems. Stick around until the end, because this might just be the most profitable 10 minutes of your day. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, created to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. It became an instant symbol of national mourning and unity. Millions of Americans hoarded these coins as keepsakes, but by 1972, the half dollar had become less common in circulation. Why? Because most were kept as collectibles rather than spent. The 1972 Kennedy half dollar was minted at two locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, with over 170 million coins produced that year. On the surface, it seems like an ordinary coin, but sometimes, history and a bit of rarity combine to create something truly extraordinary. So, what makes this coin worth more than a mansion? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Coins with errors, high grades, or unique features often fetch. Coins with minting mistakes, such as double dies or missing design elements, are always in high demand. Some 1972 Kennedy half dollars have been found with striking errors that make them incredibly valuable. In the coin world, condition is everything. Coins graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, as MS 68, mint state, or higher are exceptionally rare. In fact, a single 1972 Keenedy half-dollar in pristine condition recently sold for $1.3 million at auction. Some coins are linked to special collections or historical events, adding to their allure and value. For the 1972 half-dollar, rarity meets perfection. Flip your coin and check for the mint mark just below Kennedy's neck. No mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, while a D signifies Denver. Rare errors or variations might be present on either type. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or with a loupe. Look for doubled letters or numbers, particularly on 1972, Liberty, or In God We Trust. These subtle differences can mean big bucks. Does the coin have scratches, wear, or tarnish? Or is it in perfect, shiny condition? Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its exact grade. Some rare 1,972 coins have anomalies on the eagle or shield design. Any deviation from the standard design could add tremendous value. The fewer there are, the more they're worth. The closer to flawless, the higher the value. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique coins to complete their sets. The 1972 Keenedy half-dollar that sold for $1.3 million combined all three factors. It was rare, in perfect condition, and in high demand by serious collectors. First, have your coin professionally graded and authenticated. This adds credibility and ensures you get the best price. Visit a trusted coin dealer or appraiser to get an estimate of its value. Rare coins often sell for the most money at specialized auctions. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections are excellent places to list your treasure. Who knew that a simple half-dollar could be worth $1.3 million? The Keenedy half-dollar is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and potentially your ticket to financial freedom. So, go ahead, check your change jars, scour your coin collection, and see if you might be holding a fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos about rare coins and hidden treasures. Who knows? Your next big find could be right in your pocket. Today, we're diving into the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar, a coin that has captivated collectors with its rich history, unique features, and incredible value. Did you know that a rare version of this coin sold for a staggering $1.1 million? Stick around because I'll reveal why this coin is so special, how to spot a valuable one, and what makes it worth a fortune. Let's get started. The history of the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar, 0:45 to 3 o'clock. The Keenedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. It quickly became one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. By 1974, the U.S. Mint was producing these coins primarily for circulation, with the design featuring Kennedy's profile on the obverse and the presidential seal on the reverse. The 1974 version is made of copper and nickel, unlike the earlier 1964 silver coins. These coins were struck at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. Over 201 million were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints combined, making this coin common in circulation. However, what makes the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar interesting is not just its history but also a few special varieties that collectors go crazy for. The rare variety, the 1974 D double die obverse, 3 to 530. Now, let's talk about the rare variety of the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar that could make your coin collection worth a fortune. The 1974 D double die obverse. This error coin is the result of a minting mistake where the design was accidentally struck twice, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. Look closely at the word trust, in God we trust. If the letters appear doubled, you've got something special. Check the letters of Liberty for similar doubling. Kennedy's profile. Occasionally, slight doubling is visible on Kennedy's profile. This variety was produced at the Denver Mint, making it one of the most sought-after error coins of the series. If you happen to find one in excellent condition, It could be worth thousands of dollars, or even more if it's in a high-grade .so. How did a 1974 Keenedy half-dollar sell for $1.1 million? The answer lies in a unique prototype coin called the 1974 aluminum Keenedy half-dollar. This experimental coin was struck using aluminum instead of the standard copper-nickel alloy. In the 1970s, the U.S. Mint experimented with using aluminum for coins to reduce production costs. Only a few aluminum prototypes were created, and they were never released for circulation. One of these coins mysteriously ended up in private hands. In 2016, it was put up for auction and sold for a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. Why so valuable? Only about 12 aluminum Keenedy half-dollars are known to exist. It represents a fascinating chapter in U.S. Mint history. The combination of rarity and a strong connection to the Keenedy legacy drives its value sky-high. Check your spare change and old coin rolls for any 1974 Keenedy half-dollars. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling. Local coin shops or online auctions can be great places to find and evaluate rare coins. Get it graded. If you believe you have a valuable coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins fetch much higher prices. Coins in mint state condition are worth significantly more. Here's a quick guide to approximate values for regular 1974 Keenedy half-dollars. Circulated condition, 50 cents to $2.00 mint state condition. $10 to $301974 double die obverse. $50 to over $3,000, depending on the grade. And of course, if you stumble upon the rare aluminum version, you're sitting on $1 million treasure. The 1974 Keenedy half-dollar is a perfect example of why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when you might uncover a piece of history, or even $1 million treasure, in your own pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to your channel name, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more stories about rare and valuable coins. Have you ever found a rare Keenedy half-dollar or another unique coin? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1977 Keenedy half-dollar. And trust me, you'll want to stick around because one rare version of this coin is worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.3 million. First, let's rewind the clock a bit. The Keenedy half-dollar was introduced in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This coin was meant to honor his legacy, and it quickly became a symbol of hope and unity. By 1977, the coin was still in regular circulation, but a lot had changed in the early years. The Keenedy half-dollar was made with 90% silver, but starting in 1971, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition. So, the 1977 Keenedy half-dollar we're talking about today is made from this copper-nickel-clad material. These coins were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, marked with a D, and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. Over 177 million were struck at the Philadelphia Mint alone in 1977. So, while most of these coins are very common, one extremely rare version has made history. So, how does a coin that you might find in your pocket end up being worth $1.3 million? Here's the story. In 2019, an incredibly rare error coin from 1977 was discovered. This error involved a double die obverse, a minting mistake where the design on the front of the coin is doubled. These doubling errors can occur during the coin striking process, but they are extremely rare on Keenedy half-dollars from the 1970s. What makes this particular coin even more valuable is its pristine condition. It was graded as a mint state 68 by PCGS, one of the highest grades possible for a coin. This coin was so rare and in such excellent condition that when it hit the auction block, collectors went wild. It sold for a record-breaking $1.3 million. Can you imagine holding something so valuable in your hand? Now, let's talk about what you should look for in your 1977 Keenedy half-dollars. While finding a $1.3 million coin might be like winning the lottery, there are still some valuable varieties you could come across. Look closely at the date, 1977, and the lettering, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to spot any doubling. Even without errors, A Keenedy half-dollar in mint state 65 or higher can fetch $10 to $100 depending on its condition and mint mark. If you have a 1977 S-proof half-dollar, it's worth checking its condition, as proof coins are struck with extra detail and can be more valuable. Alright, so let's say you found a 1977 Keenedy half-dollar, and you're wondering how much it's worth or how to sell it. Here's what you should do. Coins with errors or in exceptional condition should be sent to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Check auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins have sold for recently. If you're unsure, visit a reputable coin dealer to get an expert opinion. Before we wrap up, here's a fun fact. Did you know that many people stopped using Keenedy half-dollars in everyday transactions by the late 1970s? That's why they're often found in coin rolls or stashed away in old collections. So, go ahead, check your coin jars, old piggy banks, or family collections. You never know what treasures might be hiding there. Maybe you'll be the next lucky person to uncover a rare 1977 Keenedy half-dollar worth millions. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1976 Keenedy half-dollar. Its unique history, collectible value, and the incredible story of how one of these coins was once valued at a jaw-dropping $1.40 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this is a story you won't want to miss. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get started. The Keenedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, following his tragic assassination in 1963. Fast forward to 1976, a monumental year in U.S. history. It marked America's bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint redesigned several coins, including the Keenedy half-dollar. Instead of the traditional reverse design with the presidential seal, the 1976 Keenedy half-dollar features an image of Independence Hall, the birthplace of the United States. This design was the work of Seth G. Huntington, capturing the spirit of freedom and American pride. But here's where it gets interesting. 1976 Keenedy half-dollars weren't minted in just 1 year. They were produced over 2 years, 1975 and 1976, but every single one bears the dual date, 1776 to 1976. Cool, right? There were 3 major minting locations for the 1976 Keenedy half-dollar: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coins minted in Philadelphia and Denver were struck in copper-nickel clad, which is a standard alloy. But the San Francisco Mint produced 2 special versions, one in proof and the other in a 40% silver composition, making these highly sought after by collectors. The silver bicentennial coins were part of special mint sets sold to the public, and they're the ones you should look out for. Not only do they have a beautiful finish, but their silver content makes them more valuable than their copper-nickel counterparts. Now, let's talk about value. Most 1976 Keenedy half-dollars are still worth just 50 cents if they're in circulated condition. However, if your coin is uncirculated or has a high-grade proof finish, its value can jump significantly. A circulated copper-nickel coin is worth around $1 to $2. An uncirculated coin in MS65 condition can fetch between $20 and $50. Proof silver coins can range from $10 to $50, depending on condition. But then there are the rare coins, the ones that make headlines. Take, for instance, the 1976 Keenedy half-dollar graded MS69 by PCGS. This coin, in pristine condition, sold for a mind-blowing $1.4 million at a private auction. Why? Because it's practically flawless, making it one of the rarest examples in existence. Look for the S for silver coins or special proof coins. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins with no scratches, dings, or wear command the highest prices. Coins with minting errors, like double strikes or off-center designs, can be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. If you think your coin is in exceptional condition, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to certify its grade. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1976 Keenedy half-dollar. From its historical significance to its collectible value and that $1.4 million sale, this coin truly captures the imagination of collectors around the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting stories from the world of coin collecting. And hey, let me know in the comments. Do you have a 1976 Keenedy half-dollar in your collection? Who knows? It might just be your lucky day. We have a fascinating story about a coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike. The 1971 P. Keenedy half-dollar. A coin you might have in your collection. But did you know it could be worth $1.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we dive into its history, its incredible value, and how one lucky collector made history with this coin. Let's jump right in. Cut to a close-up of the 1971 P. Keenedy half-dollar as the background changes to historical footage of John F. Kennedy's funeral and other images related to the Kennedy family. Let's start with the history of this iconic coin. The Kennedy half-dollar was first released in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy was tragically assassinated. The U.S. Mint wanted to honor Kennedy's legacy, and so they introduced this coin to replace the Benjamin Franklin half-dollar. The 1971 P coin, minted in Philadelphia, is part of a series that continues to pay tribute to the late president. The screen transitions to an image of the 1971 P. Kennedy half-dollar coin, highlighting the obverse, front side, featuring President Kennedy's profile. On the obverse of the 1971 P coin, we see a striking portrait of John F. Kennedy designed by Gilroy Roberts. This design has become one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage. The 1971 P coin is notable for being one of the first to be struck after a shift in the way coins were produced in the early 1970s. This shift was a part of a broader effort to reduce the use of silver in coinage, which led to the half-dollar being minted with a copper-nickel composition instead of pure silver. As a result, the value of the metal content in the coin is much lower than its historical counterparts, but that's not where its value lies today. Cut to a shot of the reverse side of the coin, highlighting the eagle design and the inscription, United States of America. On the reverse side, we find the iconic design of the heraldic eagle, which was first used on the coin back in 1964. It's a strong and bold representation of the American spirit, fitting for a coin that's meant to honor one of the nation's most revered leaders. The video shifts to a close-up of a collection of Kennedy half-dollar coins from various years, with a special focus on the 1971 P coin. So, what makes the 1971 P Kennedy half-dollar worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While these coins were minted in large numbers, most of them were spent and circulated. But here's the catch. There's one specific variety of this coin that is so rare and so valuable. It's been known to fetch prices as high as $1.3 million. The video transitions to an image of a certified, high-grade 1971 P. Kennedy half-dollar. A red circle appears around a tiny, noticeable defect on the coin. The key to the coin's extreme value is a rare error, the 1971 double die reverse. This is a minting error where the reverse side of the coin was struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain elements of the design. The most notable feature of this error is the doubling of the lettering and the eagle's feathers. This type of error is very rare and, when found in pristine condition, can be worth a small fortune. Cut to footage of a coin auction, with a live auctioneer selling rare coins. In fact, one of these rare 1971 double die reverse coins sold for a whopping $1.3 million at a prestigious auction. It was a landmark moment in numismatic history, drawing attention from collectors worldwide. But how can you find one of these coins? Well, it's all about examining the coin for that distinct doubling error. To spot a 1971 double die reverse, you'll want to carefully examine the reverse side of the coin. Look closely at the words half-dollar, United States of America, and the feathers on the eagle. If you notice a slight double image or a shadow effect around the design, you may have a gem in your hands. Be sure to check the coin's overall condition, as a higher grade will result in a higher value. Now let's talk about the condition of your coin. A mint state coin, or a coin that has been well preserved, will always fetch a higher price than one that's worn down or heavily circulated. The 1971 P. Kennedy half-dollar, even without the double die error, can still be worth more than face value if it's in excellent condition. However, when you add that rare error into the mix, You're looking at something that could change your financial future. Cut to a final shot of a 1971 P. Kennedy half-dollar in a protective case, resting on a velvet surface. The camera zooms in on the details as the narrator wraps up. So, whether you're an experienced collector or someone who's just starting, the 1971 P. Kennedy half-dollar is definitely one to keep an eye on. Who knows? That old coin sitting in your collection could be worth a fortune. And if you're lucky enough to find that rare 1971 double die reverse, well, you could be looking at a windfall of $1.3 million. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins of modern American history, the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar. Could this coin in your collection be worth $1.2 million? Stick around, because I'll share the story behind this coin, its history, and what makes certain examples incredibly valuable. The history of the Kennedy half-dollar. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. Designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, this coin became a symbol of national unity and remembrance. The obverse features the iconic profile of President Kennedy, while the reverse shows the presidential seal, both instantly recognizable. Fast forward to 1983, and the Kennedy half-dollar was no longer made of silver but instead clad in copper nickel, making it more affordable to produce. However, this year saw some unique circumstances that made the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar particularly special. Why the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar is rare. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar? Well, let me break it down for you. Coins from this year were primarily used in circulation, meaning very few were saved in pristine condition by collectors. On top of that, errors and die varieties in the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar make some coins incredibly valuable. One of the key factors is die polishing marks, which can leave faint lines on the surface. Coins with errors, such as doubling in the lettering or unusual minting flaws, are particularly sought after by collectors. Now let's talk about the big one, the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar that was sold for an astonishing $1.2 million. This record-breaking sale wasn't just about the coin's age or rarity. It was all about condition and error variety. The coin in question was graded as an MS-70, meaning it was in absolutely flawless condition. This is almost unheard of for a coin from 1983, especially one that was circulated. Additionally, this coin featured a rare doubling on the reverse lettering, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. The combination of these factors, a perfect grade, a rare error, and high demand among collectors, pushed the coin's value to $1.2 million. Look for the P mint mark on the obverse side, just below Kennedy's profile. Coins with little to no scratches or wear are more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling in the lettering or unusual features. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official evaluation. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still fetch a few $100s in good condition. The story of the 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar reminds us why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. You never know what treasures might be hiding in your collection, or even your pocket change. So what are you waiting for? Dig through your coins, check those half-dollars, and who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more fascinating coin stories. Could a simple 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar in your collection be worth $1.3 million? Believe it or not, a rare coin like this has set the coin collecting world on fire, and it could be hiding in plain sight. Stick with me as I uncover the incredible history, key details, and what makes this coin so valuable. Dollar first hit the scene in 1964, a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his assassination. Minted in 90% silver that year, it captured the hearts of Americans everywhere. Over the years, the design remained largely unchanged, but starting in 1971, the coin transitioned to a copper-nickel clad composition to reduce costs. Show a timeline of key minting years, highlighting 1990. Fast forward to 1990. At the Philadelphia Mint, the Kennedy half-dollar had no special design changes, But as you'll see, there's always more to the story with coins. Some seemingly ordinary coins from this year have turned out to be extraordinary. What makes the 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar stand out? First, let's talk about the P mint mark. Philadelphia coins are typically very common, with millions minted. However, certain minting errors, unique die variations, or even prototypes accidentally released to the public can turn a standard coin into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. One known case involves a coin struck on an experimental planchet, a material intended for testing purposes only. This planchet, often made from a precious metal like silver, was accidentally used for regular circulation. These anomalies can drive the value of a coin into the stratosphere. And that's exactly what happened with one 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar. A prototype or error coin like this could explain why its value soared to $1.3 million in the auction world. Mint errors. Examine the coin for doubling in the lettering or features. Check the coin's weight. Rare experimental planchets may weigh slightly more or less than standard ones. Coins with proof-like finishes or sharp details may be early strikes from fresh dies. Show a collector using a scale and a magnifying glass to inspect a coin. You can also have your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Their expertise can confirm if you've struck gold or silver in the coin collecting world. Why the 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar could be worth $1.3 million, 630 to 830. Now, let's dive into why some coins fetch such astronomical prices. Rarity is the ultimate driver of value. If only one or two coins with a unique error or special feature exist, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own them. In one case, a 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar was linked to a mysterious experimental planchet. Experts believe it was either an accidental release or a test coin that escaped the mint. This coin shattered expectations, selling for an incredible $1.3 million. Stories like this fuel the passion of coin collectors worldwide, and it's a reminder to always check your pocket change. Even ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value. Know which years and mint marks to watch for. Use gloves to avoid damaging their surfaces. A graded coin is more valuable to collectors and investors. Remember, knowledge is power in the world of numismatics. The more you learn, the better chance you have of uncovering a treasure like the $1.3 million Kennedy half-dollar. Could your 1990 P. Kennedy half-dollar be the next million-dollar coin? Only time and a closer inspection will tell. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more exciting coin collecting stories, and let me know in the comments. What's the most valuable coin in your collection? We're diving into the fascinating history, hidden details, and jaw-dropping value of the 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar. If you're a coin collector or just curious about how this humble coin can command such a staggering price, stay tuned. The Kennedy half-dollar is one of America's most iconic coins. It was first introduced in 1964, shortly after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. But what makes the 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar so unique? In 1996, the U.S. Mint produced over 36 million Kennedy half-dollars at the Philadelphia Mint. These coins were primarily used for circulation, but most were neglected as the half-dollar coin had largely fallen out of daily use by the 1990s. Despite their ordinary appearance, some rare and error coins from this year have become highly sought after. Let's take a closer look. The obverse features the bust of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse shows the presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparo. But the key to its incredible value lies in unique minting errors and high-grade specimens. Some of these coins were struck with significant mint errors like double die obverse, where the design appears doubled or off-center strikes. These errors make them exceptionally rare and highly valuable to collectors. Now, you're probably wondering, how can a 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar reach a value of $1.5 million? Coins graded at the top level, such as MS-70, meaning they're in perfect, mint condition, are extremely rare. Most coins straight out of circulation have scratches, nicks, or other imperfections. But a flawless 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar can become a showpiece for collectors. In one extraordinary case, A 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar with a rare minting error and perfect grade sold for $1.5 million at auction. The buyer? An avid collector who saw this as the ultimate addition to their collection. Look for the P mint mark near the bottom of the bust. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for scratches or discoloration. Coins in pristine condition are much more valuable. Look for unusual features like doubling on the text or design, or if the coin is struck off-center. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, high-grade or error coins can still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. So, what's the typical value of a 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar? In circulated condition, these coins are worth about 50 cents, their face value. However, uncirculated coins or coins with unique errors can range anywhere from $50 to $500. And if you've got a high-grade or error coin certified by PCGS or NGC, the sky's the limit. To preserve your coin's value, make sure to store them properly. Use airtight containers or coin holders to prevent damage. And if you believe your coin might be valuable, have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you can sell your coin at auctions, coin shows, or online marketplaces like eBay or heritage auctions. So there you have it, the story of the 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar. A coin with a humble origin but the potential for extraordinary value. Who knows? That coin sitting in your drawer could be the next $1 million discovery.